So today we will see Hindu newspaper and how it is related to your current affairs and how to make a short notes on this, right? Because when you see the UPSC examination from last few years, maybe both prelims and mains, they're asking you about current related questions. I'll tell you, for example, how they're asking the questions. You said you take in prelims, so there is one question in the prelims. There is one question in the prelims, let us say. Choose the correct statement. Choose the correct statement. Option 1 is about current related statement. Option 2 is static statement that is given in your books. And option 3, it might be analytical statement. But choose the correct answer, 1 and 2 correct, 2 and 3 correct, like this. So this is from textbook. This is from textbook, but analysis is required. But this is from current affairs. To answer a particular question, both in prelims and mains, to answer a particular question, you should have a minimum knowledge of current related aspects. Especially prelims one statement, if you don't know this, answering them might be difficult sometimes. Though you are using elimination techniques and all, sometimes it is difficult. So knowing the current related aspect to answer prelims questions is little better for you to clear examinations. Then what about your mains examinations? Most of the times the mains questions are current related. The mains questions are current related. For example, recently there was a live-in relationship among the Konda Reddy tribal community. Based on that, they can ask you a question on discuss how westernization impacted India's traditions. Discuss how westernization impacted India's traditional culture, India's rural culture or tribal culture. Such type of questions you have to write the information that is present in books plus current example. Here all write examinations, but 1 or 2 will link the current example there. He will be in advantageous position, getting 1 mark extra. That is how always in prelims and mains you need to travel along with your current affairs. But what is the basic source of current affairs? Paper, reading newspaper, or else reading government official websites like ministries. Generally people will not go for reading all the ministries, but don't worry, we will cover in the current affair classes. But I am telling you, not the shortcut, but traditionally what? To read current affairs, we will read, one is like newspaper, next one is like ministries. Every ministry have separate website. Ministry of External Affairs, Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Finance. For every minister they have their own web page. We have to visit the ministry to learn what are the current affairs related to that particular ministry. Then followed by Rajya Sabha TV and Lok Sabha TV. ఇవన్నీ మీరు చదవాల్సిన పని లేదు, బట్ జనరల్గా ఇవన్నీ చేయాలి. రాజ్యసభ టీవీ అండ్ లోక్సభ టీవీ, నాట్ ఎవ్రీడే. ఎవ్రీడే విల్ విజిట్ రాజ్యసభ లోక్సభ టీవీ. దెర్ విల్ బి డిబేట్స్. There will be debates in Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha TV in every day. In the debates, whatever relevant to our examination, if that is present, we will listen to the debate, we will make a short note on that debate, like 5 to 10 points out of it. Okay, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha TV is one thing that we have to visit. Then followed by Chalamandi, they used to say that All India Radio. They also say this point also. You have to listen All India Radio in the morning and evening, the current news that they are given by the government of India. No need All India Radio for time being also. But people tell all this to make current affairs, especially for UPSC and other examinations. And then followed by people says PIB, Press Information Bureau. Press Information, this is an official things of government of India. PIB related news. They'll release a few news every day. What is important for syllabus that we will read. And then followed by, some people say magazines. Magazines. Some people say some current affairs websites. Current affairs websites. So just to read current affairs, these are the things that are present in the market. These are the things an aspirant need to do all this. But tell me, by doing all this, is that possible to clear syllabus within 2 to 3 years? Even not possible. That is why UPSC, there is a thumb rule. Always people say, yes, syllabus is vast. Integrate the syllabus become a little, read the little syllabus multiple times. That gives you good content. And always they used to tell you, UPSC hard work always required a smart work as well. So no need to read all of them every day. Rather than doing all of them every day, faculty will teach in the class. Plus, I'll suggest you one current affairs site, website. You just follow that, more than enough. Okay, now don't read all, don't listen to, time permits. Whenever I listen every day Lok Sabha Rajya Sabha TV, I'll just go, whenever I'm traveling, I'll just switch on to this in my car. I'll listen. If that topic is important, exam I'll listen, otherwise I'll skip it. If any such important topics were there, in anywhere, I'll forward that link in your Telegram or WhatsApp group. Just you watch that. ఓకేనా? లేదంటే మీరు దీని చుట్టూ తిరుగుతూ ఉంటారు రోజంతా. ఇవి ఎప్పుడు చదవాలి, సిలబస్ ఎప్పుడు చదవాలి, సబ్జెక్టులు ఏంటి, రైట్? డోంట్ ఫాలో. మమ్మల్ని ఒకప్పుడు ఇలాగే మిస్గైడ్ చేస్తారు. వెన్ వీ హ్యావ్ ప్రిపేర్డ్ ఇన్ 2012 అండ్ ఆల్, వీ హ్యావ్ మిస్గైడెడ్ లైక్ దిస్. ఈవినింగ్ 5:36 PM అవ్వగానే ఆల్ ఇండియా రేడియో. మాకు అర్థమయ్యేది కాదు వాట్ ఈస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఇన్ దట్ అని. యూ విల్ రీడ్ ఆల్ దిస్ రాజ్యసభ న్యూస్ పేపర్ అండ్ ఆల్. వాట్ ఈస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఇన్ దట్ ఫర్ యువర్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్? Which point is important you people don't know. When you don't know this, what is the point of reading all this? So that is why don't make yourself hectic in the beginning days. But what we will do in the current affair class basically, so people says that when I say current affairs, sir, read Hindu newspaper. People first point is like, are you reading the Hindu? Are you reading the Hindu newspaper to prepare UPSC and all? But when you read newspaper, all the topics are not important. Maybe for a day, 2 to 3 topics are important. Some day is 0 also. How do you identify that topic is important? That is possible through syllabus. If not able to identify, we are there always to help you. You can come, you can get the paper to us. I'll mark the topics immediately. But there is one more problem in this. Is that, for example, today in Hindu newspaper, I read a topic called as inflation. There is somewhere it is mentioned like inflation. So do you know what you mean by inflation? In this particular news, they haven't defined what is inflation. వాళ్ళక్కడ inflation definition ఇవ్వలేదు, types of inflation ఇవ్వలేదు. How do you measure the inflation? And the meaning, in the newspaper, they will not give you basic concept. You have to read words selectively. But in the newspaper, there is a topic called inflation. But if you wanted to understand this news, if you wanted to understand this news, you should have an idea about basic concepts. You should have an idea about basic concepts. Without having idea on basic concept, how do you understand the current related news that is given in the paper? Right? That is why in the beginning days, you will not get any clarity on reading newspaper. Though you read every day, that doesn't make any sense. That is why initial for first few months, we will be teaching you current affairs in the class. Then you will get habituated how to make current affairs, where to read, how to read kind of concepts. But institute will guarantee that we will provide 1 year current affairs. What is that? 1 year current affairs. This time we are providing weekly roundup, monthly magazines kind of things. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Mostly weekly roundup is enough. Right?
Yes, sir.
Look at now. So without knowing the basic concept, at least many of them don't know what is the meaning of inflation, right? How do you understand the newspaper news? How can we call it as a preparation for UPSC? That is why don't follow initially. But every day initially for few days, we will be handling this newspaper for daily 45 minutes or 30 minutes or 1 hour, so that it would be easy for you. We will handle this until you become comfortable. After that, you will prepare weekly once, weekly twice, we will finish the current affairs in the classes. Okay now? Yes. That is what we have to do. So initially, meekem ardham kaadu. Remember, when you are getting, inflation is a topic belong to what? Economy. If economy subject is completed, you have basic concept, right? Then you will understand the news. Slowly when content is increasing, you'll also understand the current affairs in more better way, right? So initially no need to panic at all, right? Yes. Ardhamaindama? Good. Let us say the news today that were given in the paper and their explanation part, right? Look, all of you have Hindu newspaper. Even though don't have, not a big deal. I'll read the topic and I'll explain it, okay na? Look, this is called as main page. That is headlines page antam kada. This is what? Look at the topics. 9 killed in IED blast by suspected Maoist in Bijapur. And IED blast, it is a kind of element that we used in blasting. We are using like blasting, RDX. You know, movies they winter at least. So 9 killed in IED blast by suspected Maoist in Bijapur. So by listening that headline, which topic is this? It comes under internal security. It comes under internal security. Internal security is a subject in which paper? GS3. GS3, there is a concept called internal security. Internal security lo communalism, regionalism, terrorism, Naxalism, extremism. This is what comes under. Maoist is nothing but Naxalism or not? Yes, this is one thing. Is it clear, right? But the topic is not important because here basics was not given. Somewhere IED blast was happened, some people were killed, that was done by Maoist. That's it. But what is important our examination? This is belong to internal security. Recently Amit Shah has launched many operations to clear Maoist in India. To clear Maoist in India. What do you mean by Naxalism? The Naxalism initially began at West Bengal in a village called Naxal Bareilly. Naxal Bareilly. There we have started Naxal movement. Later that got spread across the India, especially in tribal areas. The Naxal affected areas in India is known as Red Corridor. What is that? Red Corridor. Red Corridor begins like Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Orissa, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, few parts of Maharashtra, West Bengal. This zone is called Red Corridor, which has large impact of Naxalism. What do you mean by Naxalism? Naxalism is an ideology where a group of people revolted against the state or government is called Naxalism. ఇది ఏది తెలియకుండా మీరు డైరెక్ట్గా కాన్సెప్ట్లోకి వెళ్తే వాట్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ అండి? Yes, right? This is what basic you should understand about what? Naxalism or Maoism. ఇంకా చాలా చెప్పొచ్చు. I'm just touching the concept. ఓకేనా? Next come to next concept there. Down to it. Below that, CM launches 4-kilometer flyover between Zoo Park and Aramghar. ఇలాంటివి ఎగ్జామ్కి లీస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. Because it's a regional state matter, that too in Telangana small flyover, దాని మీరు చదవాల్సిన పని లేదు, eliminated. No need to read that. By reading heading itself, you can decide whether it is important or not. Come to next important below that. HMPV infection. HMPV virus. You heard about this?
Yes, sir.
After COVID-19, we have welcomed another new baby called HMPV. It is a virus. It is a virus. So HMPV virus, HMPV infection not new. Of course, right, we already affected with COVID now. Yes or no? COVID symptoms, HMPV symptoms both are same. Even before COVID, we know what is a cold, what is a cough, what is a running nose, what is a sneezing. అవునా? మరి మనకి ఇది కొత్త కాదు కదా, వచ్చింది అసలే చలికాలం. మార్నింగ్ అయితే అందరూ సిద్ధాన్ని ఉంటారు బయట. ఆర్ యూ గెటింగ్ ఇట్ రైట్? సో HMPV ఇన్ఫెక్షన్స్ ఈజ్ నాట్ న్యూ, నో కాజ్ ఫర్ అలారం సెంటర్. అంటే సెంటర్ సెట్ దెర్ ఈజ్ నో ఎమర్జెన్సీ లైక్ కోవిడ్. There is no emergency like COVID. People don't get panic. This is not going to harm anymore. There is no danger for you. This is a center note that was given. Are you getting it right? ఇక్కడ మీరు ఇదంతా చదువుతారు. The Union Health Minister JP Nadda has given a video conference, explained about the symptoms and the consequences of HMPV virus. This is clear. But what is HMPV? Remember, I made a video yesterday. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Yes. HMPV virus first time launched in the year of 2001 at Netherlands. It was launched first in Netherlands. Then what? Later, recently, it was resurfaced in northern Chinese part. What are the symptoms of this? Cough, sneezing, running nose, cold, fever, little throat pain or sore throat. What is that? Sore throat. These are the symptoms. No vaccination available for it. Only thing, precautionary measures. What are the precautionary measures? Avoiding handshaking, avoiding contact, social distancing, right? Avoiding contact with infected person, which we call maintaining social distance. Maintaining social distance. That we already followed in where? Again, in your meme pages, it was surfaced. No handshake, only namaskar. Only ఇలాంటప్పుడు మాత్రమే గుర్తొస్తాయి. No handshaking, no pecking, no hugging, only నమస్కార్. బట్ మనకేం కావాలి? నమస్కార్ తప్ప అన్నీ కావాలి. Yes or no, yaar?
Yes, sir.
Here we are living in 21st century. We should talk what is happening in and around. Clear about HMPV virus?
Yes, sir.
We should always learn the basic concept, which is important for examination. Okay, now?
Yes, sir.
Then come to next. Recently, we also recorded 2 cases in India. Two is in Bangalore, another one is in Gujarat. Now the count is going on. In the light of this, people are getting panic. Here again, we have largely affected by COVID. Maybe again the same situation comes. Because of this panic situation among the people, that will affect Indian economy. Indian economy. Affecting Indian economy and affecting of country, right?
Yes, sir.
Government taking precautionary. My dear Indian citizens, don't get offended. It is not new to us. We can easily face, no danger of it. So that you'll all do your work now.
Yes, sir.
You are not running to villages now. When you are running to villages, means you are not doing work. Means which is reducing economic value or not?
Yes, sir.
Already COVID వల్ల ఇప్పటికే మనం చాలా వెనుకబడి ఉన్నాం. It should not be again the same case. That is why there is no harm due to HMPV. If there is any harm, it is for children and elderly persons, not people like you who are strong yet immune. Strong yet, which is Sangareddy, which is much more wider, so that we can increase urbanization in Telangana. Urbanization is nothing but what? Having good infrastructure. Having good infrastructure. Not required for your examinations. Even page number 5, you see the Hindu South. Voter strength in TG touches 3.35 crores. And how many voters in Telangana state? 3.35 crores. Telangana total population around 4.2 crores. Among them 3.35 crores population are having what? Voter IDs. Voter
IDs.
What is the minimum age to get the voting age? 18 years is the minimum age to get voting. So there is something called voting. So what is the voting age in India, boys? But is that true? Exactly 18 years since independence? Is that true? Exactly 18 years? Definitely not. I'll tell you, boys. At the time of independence, the minimum voting age was 21 years. At the age of voting, at the time of independence, minimum voting age entama 21 years. But in the year of 1988, by something called 61st Constitutional Amendment Act. 61st Constitutional Amendment Act. Quality వస్తుంది నేను చెప్తాను. 61st రాజ్యాంగ సవరణ amendment and nothing but what? Changes. 61st Constitutional Amendment Act ద్వారా voting age was reduced from 21 years to 18 years. Since 1988 onwards, the voting age in India was 18 years. Before that, 21. అర్థమైందా? ఇది మీకు ఎక్కడ ఉండదు. But when you know the subject, you will understand the concept. చాలాసార్లు అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటే అమెండ్మెంట్ ఓటింగ్ ఏజ్ వాజ్ రెడ్యూస్డ్ ఫ్రమ్ 21 to 18 years. చెప్పండమ్మా. 61st కాన్స్టిట్యూషనల్ అమెండ్మెంట్ యాక్ట్ 1988 వేర్ ఓటింగ్ ఏజ్ రెడ్యూస్డ్ 21 to 18 years. What is the benefit of doing this so? What is the benefit of doing this so? Increasing number of voters. Increasing number of voters is nothing but increasing democratic participation. ఎక్కువ మంది ఓటేస్తే ఎక్కువ డెమోక్రసీ ఉన్నట్టే కదా. దట్ ఈస్ వర్డ్. సో రెడ్యూసింగ్ ఏజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఇంక్రీజింగ్ మోర్ పార్టిసిపేషన్ ఆఫ్ ద పీపుల్ టు స్ట్రెంగ్థెన్ డెమోక్రసీ. టు స్ట్రెంగ్థెన్, దిస్ ఈస్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్. ఓకేనా? బై విచ్ అమెండ్మెంట్ ఓటింగ్ ఏజ్ వాజ్ రెడ్యూస్డ్ అమ్మా? 61st కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్ అమెండ్మెంట్ యాక్ట్ 1988. 1988 was the Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. రాజీవ్ గాంధీ. ఇది ఎక్కడ వస్తుందంటే పోస్ట్ ఇండిపెండెన్స్లో వస్తుంది, పాలిటీలో కూడా వస్తుంది. క్లియర్ టిల్ దిస్? నెక్స్ట్ వన్, go to the page number 6 which we called editorial page. Page number 6 is editorial page. Important editorials, they are mostly on burning topics. No collegium and changes. It may still be early days. Two interesting nuggets of information have emanated in recent days about functioning of Supreme Court of India's collegium. This is about your polity and polity. There is a concept called, that editorial is about, in polity there is a concept called Supreme Court. Supreme Court appointment. Supreme Court judges appointment. Can I talk about this, boys, if at all? Are you okay with this?
Yes, sir.
To understand that editorial, you should know what you mean by collegium. Entama? Collegium. Supreme Court appointment, collegium, I'll talk about. We have a Supreme Court in India. Supreme Court have the judges. One is called Chief Justice of India and other like Supreme Court judges. Chief Justice of India plus Supreme Court judges. Right now we have total 34 judges in Supreme Court. 34 judges including Chief Justice of India. 34 judges. Who decide number of judges in Supreme Court? The number of judges in Supreme Court is decided by Parliament. I'll tell you how it is in the concept, okay? So how many judges right now? 34. 34 means 1 plus 33. One is called Chief Justice of India. Remaining 33 are like Supreme Court judges. Who decide the strength of Supreme Court judges? If Parliament wanted, can make 34, 36, 40, 50 కూడా పెంచవచ్చు. And who can decide the strength of Supreme Court judges? It is Parliament. It is Parliament. But who will appoint the Supreme Court judges? I'll tell you, listen. The appointment of Supreme Court judges. Appointment of Supreme Court judges. The appointment of Supreme Court judges, including Chief Justice of India, is done by President. The appointment of Supreme Court judges is done by President of India. But President can appoint them in accordance with his will and wish? No. ప్రెసిడెంట్ అందరినీ అపాయింట్ చేస్తాడు, కానీ ఆయనకి నచ్చిన వాళ్ళు అపాయింట్ చేయగలరా? డెఫినెట్లీ నాట్. ఇండియాలో ప్రెసిడెంట్ ఈజ్ లైక్ నామినల్. Nominal means like our father. In your family, mummy looks like very calm. Father is not right. Mummy is more powerful. Father is doing appointmenting everybody, but all the appointments on the advice of mummy. Papa is like a dummy in the sense nominal. What is that? Nominal. Nominal. In the same way, India law, president is the nominal executive. Prime Minister and cabinet is real executives are called real executive. I'll tell you what you mean by executive also, don't worry. So, President appointing Supreme Court judges on the recommendations of collegium. On the recommendations of collegium. What do you mean by collegium here is, when I say collegium, it is the group of 5 members. It's a group of 5 members. 5 మెంబర్స్లో చీఫ్ జస్టిస్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా ఉంటాడు, నెక్స్ట్ ఫాలోడ్ బై అదర్ సీనియర్ మోస్ట్ సుప్రీం కోర్ట్ జడ్జెస్. వన్ ఈజ్ CJI ప్లస్ అదర్ సీనియర్ మోస్ట్ సుప్రీం కోర్ట్ జడ్జెస్. ఈ 5 మందిని కలిపి ఏమంటాం ఇక్కడ? కొలీజియం. కొలీజియం మీన్స్ ఎ గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ 5 members ఇంక్లూడింగ్ CJI ప్లస్ రిమైనింగ్ 4 సుప్రీం కోర్ట్ సీనియర్ మోస్ట్ జడ్జెస్. నేను CJI, నా తర్వాత ఈమె సీనియర్ మోస్ట్, ఆమె వి కాల్ ఇట్ యాజ్ వాట్? కొలీజియం. ఈ కొలీజియం 5 members నెక్స్ట్ సుప్రీం కోర్ట్ జడ్జ్ ఎవరైతే బాగుంటుంది క్వాలిఫికేషన్స్ని బట్టి వీళ్ళు డిసైడ్ చేసి సెలెక్ట్ చేసి ఆ పేరుని ప్రెసిడెంట్కి పంపిస్తే ఆ వ్యక్తిని మాత్రమే ప్రెసిడెంట్ సుప్రీం కోర్ట్ జడ్జిగా అపాయింట్ చేస్తాడు. అర్థమైందా? అంటే ప్రెసిడెంట్ అపాయింటింగ్ సుప్రీం కోర్ట్ జడ్జెస్ ఆన్ ద రికమెండేషన్స్ ఆఫ్ కొలీజియం. హూ విల్ అపాయింట్ సుప్రీం కోర్ట్ జడ్జెస్? ప్రెసిడెంట్ ఆన్ ద రికమెండేషన్స్ ఆఫ్ కొలీజియం. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ప్రెసిడెంట్ కొలీజియం రికమెండ్ చేసిన వ్యక్తిని అపాయింట్ చెయ్యను అని చెప్పొచ్చా? నో, అలా చెప్పడానికి వీలు లేదు. ఇఫ్ యూ సే సో, ఇట్ ఈస్ అ వైలేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియన్ కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ప్రెసిడెంట్ కెన్ బి ఇంపీచ్డ్. ప్రెసిడెంట్ని తీసేస్తాం అప్పుడు మనం. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఇఫ్ CJI అండ్ సుప్రీం కోర్ట్ జడ్జెస్ అందరు క్వాలిఫికేషన్స్ సేమ్, బట్ ఉన్న 34 జడ్జెస్లో ఎవరైతే సీనియర్ మోస్ట్ జడ్జ్ ఉంటారో హీ విల్ బికమ్ CJI. అంటే 1 person బికమ్ CJI అంటే ఇక్కడ ఒక పొజిషన్ వేకెంట్ అయినట్టేగా. ఎస్, ఐ టెల్ యు, వీఆర్ ఆల్ 34 judges. I am present CJI. My age was done. I have retired. Position vacant of CJI. Next, she is the senior most. She become CJI. And one Supreme Court judge post become now vacant. That one post can be filled by the president on the recommendations of collegium. Ardhamainda? More detail we will see in the class. Is it clear now? So time being, నాకు ఏం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలంటే మీరు Supreme Court judges strength decided by Parliament. Supreme Court judges are appointed by President on the recommendations of collegium. Not college, collegium. What is that? Collegium. What is a collegium? Group of 5 judges. Ever a group of 5 judges? CJI plus next 4 senior most. This is called collegium. Okay na? That is ఇక్కడ ఇంకా చాలా పెద్ద ఇష్యూస్ ఉన్నాయి ఇక్కడ. అది మనకి ఇప్పుడు ఇంత ఎర్లీ స్టేజ్లో అవసరం లేదు. ఇంత ఎర్లీ స్టేజ్లో చెప్తే చచ్చిపోతారు. లైక్ మన చిన్నపిల్లడికి చికెన్ పెట్టినట్టు ఇండైజెషన్ అయ్యి కింద పడి హాస్పిటల్ అడ్మిట్ అవుతాడు. గెటింగ్ ఇట్? Yes. So that is about this article called collegium and changes. అంటే there is a proposal that we will change the collegium. In fact, last time Narendra Modi government abolished collegium. There was a fight between Supreme Court and government. Finally, Supreme Court won the match. Collegium was cancelled by government through Parliamentary Act. Supreme Court questioned, this is a violation of Indian Constitution. Supreme Court cancelled government law and recreated collegium. Right now we have collegium system in India. Now government again wanted to change it. Government problem enti ante president appointing Supreme Court judges on the advice of collegium. What is collegium? Group of 5 members belong to Supreme Court and indirect ga Supreme Court judges are appointed by collegium, right? Yes, sir. There is high chance of bribing. That is why there should be a change in collegium. That is what government arguments now. But Supreme Court says collegium is a part of basic structure. ఇంతకంటే డెప్త్కి వెళ్తే మీరు సచ్ ఫస్ట్ డే వద్దు. ఓకేనా? అసలు ఎంతో కొంత నేర్చుకున్నారా? ఎట్లా? Next, come down. Enhancing governance the digital way. It is about your governance. GS paper 2. We always look for digital governance. E-governance. What is that? E-governance. Easy ga chadivite meeku ardhamaiddi. Chadavupayina no issue. There is something called. In recent years, India has embarked on an ambitious journey towards digital governance. A transformation designed not only to improve citizen service but also to boost the capacities of government employees. ఈ గవర్నెన్స్ వల్ల డిజిటల్ గవర్నెన్స్ వల్ల అడ్వాంటేజెస్ ఏంటి? ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, earlier to pay current bill we should stand on the line. Now only Paytm karo. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Next, earlier for every service we should stand by different departments. Now almost 600 services given under E-Seva, Me-Seva, Manandar Seva, right?
Yes, sir.
That is what. Earlier, to get the land documents, we should wait in front of Tahsildar office. Now Dharani portal. What is that? Dharani portals. Earlier, we should carry all our car documents. Right now, DigiLocker. What is that? DigiLocker. Right now, we have to pay the fee. Challans. Now everything is like online. So services are delivered to the people at single click is called digital governance. Okay, now we'll discuss various things in this. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఆర్టికల్ మొత్తం మీకు చదవట్లేదు. ఈ ఆర్టికల్స్లో ఈ గవర్నెన్స్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఈ గవర్నెన్స్ రీసెంట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ఏంటి, ఈ గవర్నెన్స్ కున్న ఛాలెంజెస్. వన్ ఆఫ్ ద బిగ్గెస్ట్ ఛాలెంజ్ ఆఫ్ ఈ గవర్నెన్స్ ఈజ్ లైక్ సైబర్ సెక్యూరిటీ. ఏంటమ్మా? సైబర్ ఇష్యూస్, cyber fraud, you know, right? Online frauds.
Yes,
that is the biggest problem. They'll design everything like a original platform, you know, digital arrest. There's a new concept because everything is online. Even judgments is giving online today. So digital arrest was brought by the scammers. Now they'll dress up like a police and judges and lawyer and says that don't move from there 1 or 2 days, don't use mobiles and pay some amount as a fee, then we will release. But PM says there is no such a type of digital arrest in India. Ardhamainda?
Yes, sir.
And when technology upgrades, the cyber security issues also changing. Okay, now this is what called e-governance that article talks about. Let us see next page number 7 called open editorial ammadi. And there various thinkers will pose their opinions on various issues. The end of global climate policy. It is a Mukul Sanwal. His opinion is a former UN diplomat. An opinion చెప్పాడు ఏమని? It is the end of global climate policy. ఇది మనం చదవాల్సిన పని లేదు. ఫస్ట్ లో చదివితే మీకు అసలు ఏం అర్థం కాదు అక్కడ. G7, 1992, whatever it is, they're not required. Next one, come down. Changing winds. Is BJP distancing itself from Dalit? Out and out not required. It's a political thing. ఇలాంటి వాటిని చదవద్దు, స్కిప్ చేసేయండి. తమిళనాడు గవర్నర్ walks out assembly, alleges insult to national anthem. Very, very important topic that is. One is a governor, another one is national anthem. See, whenever you are singing national anthem, at least you should stand. If you are not willing to sing, you should stand. But Tamil Nadu governor walks out of assembly when there is a playing of national anthem. National anthem. This is a violation of Indian constitution. Let us see what type of actions would be taken off. There is a cases. If you are not happy with, if you are not able to sing national anthem, it's okay, but you should stand up. You know cinema theaters?
Yes, sir.
First 1 minute there is a national anthem, right?
Yes.
Everybody is standing up and like, but even though you are not singing, you are standing. That means you are respecting national anthem. But Tamil Nadu governor walks out of assembly when the national anthem was playing. Violation of Indian constitution. Indian constitution. Akkada adi ardhamaindi. Next, come this side. No sanction given for death sentence. Houthis handling nurse case, Yemen embassy. ఇది కొంచెం IR related concept and international relations. Which paper it is? GS2. Least important for your examination. Least important, okay? Read the headlines and give it up. This side, right side. China says it's a planned dam will not affect water flow to India. India-China relations, IR. India-China relations, IR. I'll tell you, Brahmaputra river is one. See, China wanted to construct the dam on Brahmaputra river. This one Brahmaputra only, no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Manaki China kona okay river endama disputed Brahmaputra. This I'll tell you, look at geography. When look at geography, let us say this is India map, right? This is northeast. Somewhere Tibet. Tibet. Nearby Manas Sarovar. There was a river called Brahmaputra, entered into a region called Tibet. What is that? Tibet. From Tibet, it is entering into China. In China, mean to say, not exactly into China, but China is a region. Are you getting it right? From there, it is entering into northeast, Arunachal Pradesh. You know Arunachal Pradesh? Arunachal Pradesh to Assam, Assam to Bangladesh. Assam to Bangladesh. But now the China wanted to construct a dam on Brahmaputra river. If China construct a dam on Brahmaputra river, there is a problem to India. One is like we will get less water. We will get less water. Another problem, whenever China wanted to create artificial floods in India, if without intimation that will lift all the gates that creates artificial floods in northeast India. Right? Anyway, Brahmaputra is known for very ferocious river it is. It is frequently changing its course. It is one of the most ferocious rivers in northeast. Every year there are floods in Assam and Arunachal Pradesh because of Brahmaputra river. China wanted to construct a planned dam. India wanted opposite because we won't get water if China construct dam on Brahmaputra. The same issue we have India with Pakistan. India with Pakistan. I'll tell you what is the beauty of this. You know Indus water? Indus water, right? India wanted to construct a dam on Indus rivers. Dam on Indus rivers. Pakistan says we are not accepting this. If you construct a dam over there, we will create artificial floods in Pakistan. There is no water in Pakistan because maximum agriculture of Pakistan is depending upon Indus rivers. Indus? Yes. But India says we will not that high. We will construct only for hydroelectricity purpose. But Pakistan not believing us. Same thing now China says, we will construct a dam on Brahmaputra. India, as you constructed on Indus and other tributaries, we will construct a dam on Brahmaputra. We will not going to harm you. We will release the water. It's a planned dam. Nothing going to happen to you, India. Don't worry. China said, this is the story what you said to Pakistan, right? The same story I'm telling you. So don't get offended. Because China, Pakistan both are friends. Excellent story now. Trying this story now. మనం ఏదైతే డ్యాములు కట్టి పాకిస్తాన్ కథలు చెప్పామో అదే కథలు చైనా మనకు చెప్తుంది. వీఆర్ నాట్ యాక్సెప్టింగ్ చైనా స్టోరీస్ బట్ వీఆర్ ఎక్స్పెక్టింగ్ పాకిస్తాన్ షుడ్ యాక్సెప్ట్ అవర్ స్టోరీస్. క్లియరా? Geopolitics are the most interesting things to understand. Do you understand this? ఇదేది తెలియకుండా బ్రహ్మపుత్ర ఎక్కడ ఉంది, అది ఎటు ఫ్లో అవుతుంది, అరుణాచల్ ప్రదేశ్, అస్సాం అండ్ దెన్ టు వాట్? నెక్స్ట్ వన్, ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఆఫ్ జమ్మూ అండ్ కాశ్మీర్ ఇంటూ రైల్వే నెట్వర్క్, a monumental step said by Mr. Modi. Social media accounts can be deleted after death. Draft rules. మనం ఇక్కడ కొత్తగా బిల్ వచ్చింది ఇండియాలో, డిజిటల్ పర్సనల్ డాటా ప్రొటెక్షన్ రూల్స్. డిజిటల్ పర్సనల్ డాటా ప్రొటెక్షన్ రూల్స్ అంటే డిజిటల్లో మీకున్న ఈ ఆన్లైన్ అకౌంట్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా, ఇన్స్టా, ఫేస్బుక్, ఇంకా స్నాప్చాట్స్, ఇంకా టిండర్, ట్విట్టర్, ఇంకా టెలిగ్రామ్. వెరీ గుడ్, చదువుకునే అప్లై చెప్పారు, ఎంతవరకు బతికించారు. సోషల్ మీడియా అకౌంట్ అంటే ఆఫ్టర్ యూ డెడ్ యువర్ సోషల్ మీడియా అకౌంట్స్ కెన్ బి క్లోజ్డ్ అండర్ పర్సనల్ డిజిటల్ డాటా ప్రొటెక్షన్ రూల్స్. కొత్తగా వచ్చిన పాలసీ ఇది, అది మన తర్వాత క్లాస్లో మాట్లాడుకుందాం, ఓకేనా? ఎందుకంటే రైట్ టు ప్రైవసీ ఇస్ ద మ్యాటర్. You have to protect your privacy in online platform. So once you dead, all accounts can be closed. It's a new rule under this. Otherwise, your account will be misused by somebody else. మీ అకౌంట్స్ నుండి వేరే వాళ్ళకి మెసేజ్లు వెళ్తూ ఉంటాయి. It might affect national security also. They'll threaten somebody through your account, but when the inquiry it is proven that you are not alive. Issues for security or not? Next, space docking experiment. You know, right? Recently, space docking experiments. Docking అంటే ఏమి లేదురా, రెండు శాటిలైట్ స్పేస్లో ఒకదానికి ఒకటి అటాచ్ అవ్వాలి. ఇట్స్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ డాకింగ్. ఏదైనా స్పేస్ మూవీ చూస్తే మీకు అర్థమైంది. వీఆర్ డాకింగ్ అవర్ శాటిలైట్స్ ఆర్ యూఆర్ డాకింగ్ అవర్ వెహికల్స్ టు ద ఇంటర్నేషనల్ స్పేస్ స్టేషన్. అక్కడ కొన్ని రోజులు ఉంటాం, వర్క్ చేసుకుంటాం, మళ్ళీ అన్డాకే కిందకు వచ్చేస్తాం. డాకింగ్ అంటే కనెక్టింగ్ టు ఇట్. ఓకే, Next, come to the next page, page number 9. Women leaders play a key role in driving charges, say Birla. Driving change, say Birla. At Panchayat e-Parliament, at Panchayat say Parliament 2.0 event, Lok Sabha Speaker hailed the role of women representatives, says their better and more sensitive leadership effectively address common concerns. ఏం లేదబ్బా, రీసెంట్గా చాలా పంచాయతీలు జరుగుతున్నాయి ఇండియాలో. ఉమెన్ పార్టిసిపేషన్ షుడ్ బి ఎన్హాన్స్డ్ ఇన్ ఎవ్రీవేర్. Called women empowerment.